My name is O Driscoll. I'm farming here in Ballineen in West Cork. We have 100 acres here. We're renting 50. We're milking 90 cows. We're here with my wife and 3 children. We're a spring calving grass-based system. Being West Cork, there you've early turnout, so you'll be hoping to have compact calving as much as possible. So the earlier they go out, the more profitable you are. Our cows are mainly Holstein Friesian, and we'll say we rear about 23 in-calf heifers every year. We try to get that many into the herd every year anyway, and they're 100% AI bred. We try to calve them down at 23, 24 months of age. So before NEDAP cow control, we used to tail paint 2 to 3 times a week. We used to be up early in the morning, look at the cows before they'd come in, maybe check them in the yard, check them after milking, maybe a couple hours after milking. And when you have a young family, you want to spend as much time with them as possible. Anything that eliminates that is worth it, and that's why we went for NEDAP cow control. We installed this system in October, and I didn't think I'd see much benefit from it until springtime for the heat side of it. But the health side is unbelievable. But it surprised us as in how much information it gathers, how many decisions you can make based on what it's showing you about their rumination or their activity, or just how a cow looks and is acting, and it's monitoring everything. For example, we had a cow, it was telling me it was lying down for 6-7 hours. When she came into the milking parlour, I checked her quarter was hard, she had mastitis, and before the system, I would have just maybe put a tube up in her, but knowing that she hadn't eaten, she was lying down all day, she was sick. I gave her a course of antibiotics and anti-inflammatories, and she was eating in 2 hours' time again, back to normal, which would have been possibly 2 days before I would have picked it up from without the system. It was one day in the springtime, I had 4 cows showing up on the system that there was something wrong with them, they were in detention. And looking at them, they did look off, so I got the vet out, and the 4 of them had 4 different things wrong with them, between a displaced stomach, one of them had an infection in the heart, another one had just a sore leg, but it was sore enough to cause her discomfort. All of those things were picked up on the one day in the short space of time. One vet call out, you know, that saved money there straight away. Like. We were advised by the team to install earlier, so we installed in October, and it gave the system a good base of the cow. It just builds a profile on the cow before calving and before bulling, so the system knows what's normal and what's not normal, makes the decisions better. NEDAP cow control gives you the optimum time to inseminate the cow, whereas before you'd see the cow bulling in the morning, you might let her run till after milking. It takes the guesswork out of it. So this cow, 1444, as you can see, has been picked up and AI'd 70 days now. She's held in calf. She'd be one of the highest genetic merit cows we have, and she's in her 6th lactation, and she was never picked up by the AI. No matter how much tail painting we did or watching her, she was just silent heats. So that was one of the main reasons we went for the system, is because we didn't want to be losing the top genetics out of the herd. And since we put in the system, she's in calf 70 days now at this stage. She had 2 strong heats picked up by the system, and she held to the first go. So we're holding on to the best genetics in your herd straight away. The payback for me would be the compact calving, the 100% AI, but the health side of things pays back quicker because you're catching cows that are sick maybe 2-3 days before you normally would in a busy herd. So you're coming back into production faster from that cow. So it's bound to pay back for itself. My advice to farmers would be to install it early enough, and don't be thinking that you will get benefit out of it in March or April. If you install it earlier, you will get more of a profile on the herd. I purchased the system from CENSORTEC, and their backup and installation service was unbelievable. They're always on the phone, no matter how big or how small the issue is, whether it's getting into the phone or the information or reading the information. CENSORTEC understand the Irish farmers, they understand the Irish grazing seasons and the grazing systems, and like being linked to ALFCO is something I look at in the future for the drafting system that they run. I don't think I'd want to be farming without it now. You get so reliant on the health side of things, as in it's like an extra set of eyes looking after your herd, whether you're around or not.